Rightio, I've used all that spare paint up. I had enough that I could just knock over all the bits that have been touched up in the sides. Like I say, you're not going to see any of it, so I'm not worried. The floor's had a good coat now. I think what's going to happen is Tanya's going to come in and finish doing some of the taping and some of the insulation, and I'm going to put the side door, I'm going to put the window in it, which is going to be a bit nerve-wracking, but if you don't do it, it's not going to go in, is it? We've already got the window. I've got a nibbler that fits onto my compressor. I've never heard of them before, but my mate Paul mentioned it because he used to work in body shops and that. And apparently they cut the holes out really neat without vibrating too much and leaving loads of edgings on it. Because all I don't want to be doing is standing over a file and file it out. I've also got a skylight and a fan to go in there as well. I've got to get up on the roof and clean all that. Oh, the joys of it all. I am enjoying it though, I must admit. It's yeah, if you're stressed out or fed up, like I am, then doing something like this, yeah. As long as you take it step by step, don't try rushing it. You've got to do the priority tasks first. Yes, it'd be lovely when we're putting furniture in it and all the rest of it, but at the moment, it's all the nitty-gritty stuff. Hello, welcome back. Right, okay, so last time we just spoke about insulation. We're still waiting for the insulation to arrive to the other side. That should be here today. Got a few bits done. We've had all the headliner down, that's all been scrubbed up and cleaned. All the cab now is pretty much there actually. Not looking too bad. Today I'm putting the supports down for the floor. I'm using CLS. I know it's quite thick, but I want something that's going to be strong, something I can get the insulation in. And then at the back there, I've got my 12mm hardwood ply that's going to lay on top of that. I've got some foam that's going to go in between these gaps. That will obviously keep it well insulated. So I can just cut those into strips. And then obviously once the floor's down, then we can start thinking a little bit more about how we're going to lay it out. We've got a pretty good idea. We've been using VanSpace 3D, which is a really good app. I think I mentioned it before, and that's been really helpful because you can just download what van you've got, and it'll just show you, as you put stuff in, how much space it will take up. I've got to get some more CLS, just do this little bit. Obviously, I'm not screwing it to the floor for various reasons. I don't want holes in the floor. There could be something under there I hit, like a brake pipe, fuel line, could be anything. So just to keep it watertight, I'm just sticking it down with the old No More Nails Bond, which seems to be doing a good job. I'm just doing a strip at a time, then just holding it down for a few seconds, and it seems to be going off quite quick. So I've only got this bit to do, and then the plywood rather, that's going to be fun, because obviously we've got to cut it around the wheel arches. But what I've done is I've bought some of that thin plastic stuff that you put on the floor, what builders use just to protect the floor. It's not very expensive. What we're going to do is we're going to use that, then cut the templates out, and then just jigsaw around the wheel arches and then the other bits that we need to do. TV aerials up. It's just silly little things I can get on with. I've got some extra lights in there now. I've got loads of cables running through from skylights, fans. We've had no problems with the window we've put in. I did put a little tiny bit more bond around it just to make sure it was completely watertight, because I'd missed a little tiny bit. Obviously that was where I was doing it in the dark over the back of the hill. But yeah, getting there. Right, well, that's drying. The job I've been putting off is putting the fan light in, because after all the fun I had with the window. But I've actually got the tools. I've got them with discs and stuff. I've marked it up, and I've made sure I've marked it so the hole's actually big enough for it to go through. So I should be cutting it out in a minute. Right, this time I've decided I've put a small pilot hole in and then used, I'm not sure what these are called actually. I call them cone bits, but they've probably got some technical name. Here's one of these, got these from Lidl's, they're quite cheap. Everything I buy is quite cheap. Not that I'm tight. But I've done 4 holes with that, and then what I'll do is I'll just draw them up with either the disc cutter or the jigsaw. I think it's going to be the jigsaw, to be quite honest, because disc cutter, I don't know, it whacks through it so quick, and if you're not careful it's easy to go off the line and make a bit of a mess. So safety glasses on, gloves on, let's go and get the jigsaw. Well, that took me, I decided not to use the jigsaw. I thought I'll give it a go with this cutter. It's like a knife through butter. Absolutely easy. It's literally taken me 3 or 4 minutes. Look, blue sky. Now what I've got to do is wait for the sunroof to arrive. No, it's already here. Right, let's get this sunroof put in then. Okay, fan in. It all seems to be operating really well. You can have it so it draws air out. So if you're cooking, draw the cooking smells and fumes and stuff out. Or even the heat if it's really hot, because obviously heat rises. You flick the button the other way, it blows in nice cool air. And I've got a little winder there which winds up the roof itself. Brings the roof down. So yeah, that went on fairly easy. It's probably only about an hour start to finish. It's got a nice LED strip that goes around the outside with some lights in. Obviously what I'll do is I'll go around double check this seal's okay. I can't really fit the strip and the seals until I've made up the frame to go around it, and then we can start getting sealing in. Yes!